Well, hello, McKenzie. Okay, so look, we're gonna work on technique today, and left and right hand technique. I'll try to make it, look, none of these things are particularly fun to do. None of them are extremely musical, but they just have to be done. You gotta get it's like a runner who runs. You gotta practice running. It's not different from what an athlete does. You gotta do certain things to make your hands respond together at the same time. They gotta be in sync, because if they're not, it's gonna show, and that's not good. So they gotta work in conjunction together, right hand and left. So where shall I start? I guess I'll start with the left hand for a minute. At some stage, I'm gonna try to make this easy for you. At some stage, you're gonna need to know how to use all the fingers on your left hand. And people hate, a lot of the scales are 3-note per string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. People hate this combination of 1, 3, and 4. So basically it's first finger is 1, second finger is 2. What do you guess the third finger is called? Yeah, 3, 4. People hate this. This is a good warm-up, and it's good for your right hand as well, because this is where you start your alternate picking. So we'll start easy, okay? Usually when I did this as a young person, I was doing it at the first fret, and basically it's your first finger on the first fret, your second finger on the second fret, your third finger on the third fret, your fourth. But that's, my hands are relatively big. Can be, you're what, 14, 15? That ain't gonna be fun for you. So we can start, if you want, go to the 12th fret. The double dotted one on your guitar, go there. And all we want is for you to, your first finger on the 12th fret, on the low E, and that's a downstroke on your picking. So you go down. Now, while you hold that down, you'll want to put your second finger on the 13th fret. It's basically, think of it this way. It's 1 finger per fret. So if you got 12, 13, 14, and 15. So the picking is gonna also be down, up, down, up. So that's 2 things you need to work on. That might feel weird. So what you may wanna do first off, just to get, instead of working at 2 things at once, start with the left hand. And so we're gonna go, and use all downstrokes with the right hand. Go down, 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 down. First finger on the 12th fret, second finger on the 13th fret. And once they're down, you can leave them down. Third finger on the 14th fret, and then pinky on the 15th fret. Down, 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 down. You can just leave them down. Once they're down, you can leave it down. I don't think you don't want this. This is bad technique where you go, okay, look at what I've done. My hands are way out here. My fingers are way out here. Not that you want to jam on lead guitar or anything, but the economy of motion, the people that play the fastest, not that that's a goal either, but you just want to make things easy for yourself. So when you're not playing, if you only have your first finger on the 12th fret, have your fingers just above, not way out here. You know how much time that is? Not way out here, just like that. It's hovering. I call it hovering. You know why? Because that's what you're doing. So, it doesn't have, this is bad. Don't have your fingers way out here. Kind of keep them just hovering. That's another thing to practice. Have your fingers hover over the strings, but not touch the strings. So we've got down, 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 down. And I'm only doing downstrokes with the pick. Down, 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 down. kidding. And like I said, once your finger's down, you can leave it down. And you don't even need a metronome for this, although find one. If you want to do it right, you're gonna have to learn to play to a metronome, because you gotta lock into a beat at some stage. Down, down. If it's slower for you, go slower, it doesn't matter. This isn't a race. This is you putting your fingers in line. Down, 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 down. Yeah, are you feeling adventurous? Cool. Go to the next string then and do the same exact thing. Down, down. And you're just using all downs because it's slow enough to use just one down, 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 down. We can talk about right hand for a second. Whatever you do, I would suggest you don't have your fingers out like that. Put them in. Put them in. And you know, here's what I did. And a lot of people, every now and then I'll get this question asked. And I think it's a pretty simple answer. They go, Doug, how did you get your right hand the way it is, or whatever? And all I did was I watched, I think they call it mirroring. It's a Tony Robbins thing. I'm not huge on Tony Robbins, but I know a couple of modeling, mirroring, something like that. You just watch what somebody else does and you do it. So in the late 80s, I watched this dude named Paul Gilbert. He was giving a instructional video. I bought it, and he was like, his right hand, he's an incredible guitar picker. He's insane. All alternate picked and all fast is you know, just fast. And my right hand didn't look like his, so I was like, maybe if I use his technique, I can achieve the same result. And so all I did was look at his hand. Now, here's how I like to explain his hand. To me, it's like a flat fist, like that. Flat fist. Your pick. I think he has a video on this. I'll put the link in the description. Your pick is kind of in there. So it's like that, and you just bam down on it. So your hand my hand kind of looks like that. So we'll just go all the way around and see. So it's kind of like the needle of a record player. That's the only way I can really explain it. And from there, he talks, don't put your pick, when you hit something, don't have it parallel to the string. Have it, 45-degree angle? Something. You want, when you pluck one of the strings with the winding on it, you want to hear like a little bit of a scratching. That's not a bad thing. And if anybody tells you it is, tell them to stick it up their butt. You can even hear it in that. You hear like a I'm exaggerating it, but okay, so you get tired of that, go to the A string, do the same thing. D string, same thing. G, same. It's all the same. And you just want one pick per note. You don't want two. Actually, that's not bad either, though. You can do 2 picks per note if you want. And then once you get here, slide up or down. You can either slide 1/2 step this way, or now we're gonna descend. And with descending, you were here, go that way, just 1/2 step. So between the 14th and the 15th, that is a 1/2 step. Between the 13th and the 15th, that's a whole step. half step, whole step. Okay, so you get here, drop either this way, you can go a half step higher and then descend. So keep all your fingers down and then just lift up your pinky so that the next note can sound. Lift up this guy, lift up this guy. If you want, you can then, once you go there, go to the next string and put all of them down already. Well, there's a couple rules of thought on that. A lot of people think you can leave that there. Start with these three on it. And then while that's there, take these three and go like that. Look, I don't think it matters. I honestly don't. But if you want to, if you want to work on stuff, by the way, ascending means up. Ascending, going to the moon. I'm at the moon, and now I'm going to drop back and come back to earth. And it's just down, 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 down. Sorry. Yeah, so let's work on that a little bit. Down the track, you'd be able to hit and do hammer-ons. That's if you want to. Look, you might just want to be a chord, just be able to play some songs. Well, the good news is, songs are usually just usually three chords. So that's good news. But if you want to kind of get a bit nimbly in the left hand, right hand department, definitely work on these. And let me also encourage you to use alternate picking as well, which would be down, up, down, up. Next string is exactly the same. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Even if you switch, it's still the same. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Oh wait. Yes, down, up, down, up. Yeah, if you're like with these picking exercises and these left hand exercises, the picking is always going to be the same, and it's always going to start on a downstroke. Each new string will be a downstroke. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. Even when you shift, down, down, because it's an even number. If it was 3, that's when it starts to get tricky. We won't worry about that now. So I still have to show you the names of notes. We'll do that next. I'm just being dumb. So yeah, if you get bored, and you know what's another good one for if you get bored? Alternate pick one note. Just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, if you want to learn how to mute to get that sound, okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking this fleshy part of my hand and I'm putting it just there. So you just rest it right. Not too hard, because then the note's not going to come out and you're actually going to raise the pitch of the note. You want it about right in here somewhere, lightly. I don't know if you can even see this, but... Open, muted. Open, muted. Open, muted. And it's catching like right in there. So that's another thing to work on. So you can work on doing alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, forever. Down, up, down, up. And then you just drop your hand into it. But just nice and slow. I've been doing this for, I don't know, 35 years. You've been doing it for 1. So don't worry about speed. Just worry about hitting the note. Or you can do like 4 of each. Okay. We'll stop there, and then I think the next video is going to be us going here note-wise. Video after that is going to be all the notes on the low E string, which will translate to all the other strings. And yeah, you might want to look at, I'll leave some other videos in the description to give you a hand, because my way of teaching may not be the greatest. I'm trying, but I'm sure there's better dudes out there doing it. But we're related, and you did ask, and I said yes. So I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. All right. See you soon. Bye.